I have actually been quite busy, and I have read all of uh, these, 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 four of these same ones I read from these, and Magic Roleplay, and also Thieves Bible, and not any of these because, well, I don't think my character will know about many clans. Perhaps about the ones in the Labyrinth or Alanak, but I don't think it's that important right now to know those things. Also, I have begun reading the gameplay things. I have already read Defense, Crime and Justice, and Stealth. But also, I have I'm pretty sure which race and subclass and class or guild and subguild my character will be. I will be a human because, and also living in the labyrinth, there are just two main races living there, so I just picked the one that seemed more suitable for what I am going for. Elves, well, they live in. I don't know if they live, but they are very social, or something. Well, they have those tribes, and my guild will be a pickpocket, because. And in the labyrinth, because it seems like a good place to steal stuff. It's pretty maze-like, and well, it just seems a suitable place for a criminal to be born. And so it's also for role-playing reasons. Pickpocket I picked because, well, they are pretty solitary, and, well, my character will have had a difficult childhood, and, well, yes, it will be a male one. He will have survived on stealing stuff. So, mostly on stealing stuff. And I thought about it, that he might also take some time to for gardening, but I don't know if I don't yet know if that is suitable for this world or Alanax at location. And my sub-guild will be a thug, because, well, I will be, he will not be a nimble kind of thief. He will be a kind that, well, takes by force what he wants. That kind of stuff. Of course, he will have some escaping abilities and stuff. So, he does have both qualities, but mostly I'll try to steal through brute force, subduing my enemies, but not killing them. My character will be also a pretty moral character, believe it or not. Can you even say that about thieves? Well, elves might disagree in this world. I have some things listed here. I should read out loud. I already read these, but because they are pretty important, I feel like they are pretty important information, and well, these are pretty well explained. So let's just read about role-playing specific races, these 4 main races. Also, I won't be reading any descriptions for them because aside from dwarves who don't have any hair, they are pretty much look like the stereotypical fantasy things. So, and they don't give any more. Well, they do have some information about stats, but I won't go. I won't bore with you with those. But these role-playing sections are pretty interesting, actually. They tell about the how to play most characters, and well, that's also something my character will have to know. So, or how, from his perspective, how the different races, how they work, you could say. City elf. To an elf, tribe is key. The tribe is almost always placed before the individual for an elf. While city elves may operate more or less independently, they too form small tribes within the walls of a city. Elves, all elves, are definitely loyal to their tribe. You can almost attribute a sort of hive mind to elves, in that most of them consider the welfare of their tribe above their own personal welfare. An elf would tell you that they would give up their own life without hesitation to protect or serve their tribe. Not all of them have that much willpower, but all of them wish they did, and certainly all of them will claim they do. Elves also naturally trust their tribe mates. They know that every elf in their tribe feels the same loyalty they do, so they have a strong ingrained trust and even reliance upon all of their kin. To act in a harmful way against a tribe mate is an unthinkable act in an elven tribe. But a caveat. Some tribal cultures are harsh. What is harmful to you or me may not be considered serious harm to them, and also if one elf is seen to be acting in a way that harms the tribe as a whole, to be harmful to that individual to protect the tribe is absolutely warranted. As a general rule, a harmful act against a tribe mate would be one that betrays them to an outsider, which would be the ultimate crime of an elven nation. The elven population in cities is in a state of constant flux, as various tribes move in and out, die off, go into hiding, move into other parts of a city, or otherwise simply move. Very few tribes have actually settled absolutely in a given place, and those that have will feel a need to extend their influence as far as possible. For city-dwelling tribes, this redirection of old nomadic instincts can be subtle. Domination of other elven tribes nearby, great wealth, presence in every city. The nature of this will vary from tribe to tribe, but will universally add to the problems they cause for the rest of the occupants of the city. Elven tests of loyalty. Elves highly distrust anyone who is not part of their immediate family or of their tribe, who has not been tested severely to earn their trust. Elves will go to great lengths to contrive and execute these tests, even to the point of putting their own lives at risk. Before an elf takes it upon themselves to test everyone in sight, it should be kept in mind that an elf would only really go to the trouble of testing someone if they are going to be acting as a companion. A companion is someone that an elf may gain an advantage from being with. For example, you are a tribeless city elf who was born and raised in the labyrinth of Alanak, and it is far safer to run with a friend. Because they are already provided with companions in the form of family, tribal elves and those with a small grouping that is the family will find less reason to make companions out of outsiders. Tribeless elves, armed with overwhelming distrust for anyone but themselves, will likely find much reason to apply tests to determine those who are loyal and those that are not. Most elves will want a potential companion to pass a number of tests of increasing risk to the tester before they will trust someone. Okay, I should read these all, so they might be important. Examples of test, by no means an exhaustive list. Observe the price of an item. Then ask the companion in question to pick one up for you. Note the change in price, if any. Pay someone to start bad-mouthing you in front of the companion in question and observe the results, or have the bad-mouthing employee report back to you. Did your companion agree and blatantly talk about more of your mishaps, just laugh, keep quiet, or stand up to defend you? Employ the companion in question for a task when overpay them by a noticeable but not daunting amount of sit over the original deal. Pay someone to employ the companion in question to steal something specific for you and observe the results. Allow the opportunity for stealing the item easily to arise, but do not be obvious about it. Tell a deliberate lie in confidence that, if told about as fact, could cause quite an uproar in the city that would cause rumors. Take special note to observe the rumors in the city. If you get in a fight, does the companion in question run away, take up arms with you, or even worse, cross you? Fake an immobilizing injury, red paint or blood from slaughtered animals is a plus. Present yourself to the companion in question and observe his or her actions towards you. Does he or she attack you, demand you drop your knapsack, leave you alone, or help you into a place of moderate safety? The elven culture of theft. All elves have a cultural bent toward both wandering and thievery. Among elves, theft is not a crime per se, but more of a test of courage. In elven culture, a gifted thief is given the same respect as a gifted artisan would be in a human culture. In this sense, robbery is considered a precious skill among elves. It is something to be cultivated, something to hope your children possess, something which you yourself strive after, and the reason you look up to those more gifted than you. Now, one way that theft is not like art for elves is that all elves love it. This might help you understand how elven society perceives theft. Imagine the great respect given for someone like Michael, Michelangelo. I think that some almost like you could say that Michelangelo, probably like that, in human cultures. Now imagine if everyone was a sculptor. Everyone in the whole world wanted to be a sculptor. Everyone loved sculpture. Everyone was jealous of better sculptors and got self-worth because of worse sculptors, and sculpture is how you defined your society. Now try to imagine how much esteem would be given to a great sculptor. That is how it is with theft among elves. But theft is more than simply stealing a pouch of coins of a passing noble's belt. A clever pickpocket is indeed a fine example of an elven thief. But there is so much more to the art. To an elf, theft is taking anything that would not be given if the possessor knew all of the facts. So you can see that elven thievery can include as many situations as your imagination can conjure. Even spies and assassins can be thieves. Con artists of any sort are thieves. Muggers are thieves, albeit less subtle ones. Even traders are thieves. Indeed, many elves consider trading to be just a sophisticated form of theft. This makes many elves become merchants, but they tend to be the least scrupulous merchants around. Scrupulous, something like that. An elven merchant will try to get much more for their wares than they think they deserve, because this is the basis of the theft. But of course, a clever customer might bargain his way into paying less than what the wares are worth, in which case the elf would think that they had been stolen from, a great source of angst for an elf. This makes elven merchants go to no ends to make such sure that the customer never gets what he or she paid for. The elf does not consider the theft to be the breaking of a law, although they do understand human laws on an intellectual level. Theft is not desirable. Theft is not desirable because it is a form of rebellion for an elf, not because it makes them superior, and not because it increases their wealth, although the latter two may sometimes be true. Theft is desirable simply because it is. If an elf sees something that belongs to someone else and provides more moderate challenge for them, they want to take it, simply for the sake of taking it. They may even discard it later. They may never tell a soul about it, although because of the respect it garners, they would tell tribe mates or those in their tribeless social circle. They simply take it for the sake of the act itself. But a big part of what they get out of theft is the sense of accomplishment, which they get from the ever-increasing challenges and ever-increasing boasts afterward. And a final note on thievery must be made. An elf would never steal from a tribe mate. As mentioned above, an elf identifies entirely with their tribe. It would make no sense at all for them to steal from it. Theft from a tribe mate would be considered an immense crime among elves. Elves and mounts. The mixture of pride, nomadic tendencies, and the natural ability to run makes all elves ridicule the riding of mounts. They rely upon another beast to carry one around is to rely is considered an extreme sign of weakness among elves, even more